dignitaries, and they come from a fictitious country called...
That's where you come in.
Oh,
Utopia.
And...
Utopia.
Pickle Dome.
Pickle Dome.
Utopia Pickle Dome!
Utopia Pickle Dome.
Pickle Dome.
Utopia Pickle Dome.
And these...
Pickle Dome.
Yes, Utopia Pickle Dome. We can't wait to hear all about it. These are experts in one particular category. You would like them to be experts in...
Fishing wild salmon.
Fishing for wild salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. Piccolo salmon. Ah.
So, welcome to dignitaries from Utopia Pickle Dome.
Utopia Pickle Dome.
These dignitaries will be taking questions from you and providing answers on how, what was the topic again?
Wild salmon.
Wild fishing for wild salmon. The real dirt on fishing for fish.
Salmon.
So, do we have any questions here from our studio audience about how you want to know more about fishing for salmon?
How many do you catch per year?
How many salmon do you catch per year?
How many salmon
On
catch
Pickle Dome.
in Pickle Dome? So I will translate. I will translate. So, Gimbo di bro di gigla wa.
Whoa.
Ah, Sir Confused.
Yes, absolutely none. It's very difficult to catch the wild salmon. They are wild. After all, you have to understand their wildness makes it very difficult to go in and grab them. And they slip out, and it's tragic, really. It's just tragic.
The fish are wilder than the people. We have to keep that in mind. Are there any general questions about fishing that you might have?
What's the best bait?
Bait. That is everything. So, when fishing for bait in Pickle Dome, what do they use?
So, they go ring.
What's that scenario, Lydia? What's that? You can try
I apologize. I apologize. It's a very sensitive subject. He has gone 3 years without catching a single fish. His family is entirely embarrassed. But when it works, the best bait to use is truffles. Truffles is the best bait because first we must spend time digging the truffles. Truffles. And the wild salmon in Pickle Dome, they just love the truffles. That's probably another reason why we do not catch so many. Because they're so hard to find. Truffles, I would say truffles.
Isn't that amazing that salmon have such good taste that they prefer the wild truffle? Who would have thought?
And of course, we can eat the truffles when we catch nothing.
There you go. Now, I have a question. Does Pickle Dome, do they have a lot of country pride? Do they have a song, a national anthem that they can share with us?
Yeah, Pickle Dome.
Do we have to stand?
Of course, please.
Would you stand?
I mean, we would show respect if we were coming to your country. Thank you so much, Bucket. And
Doing this?
Ghost.
there you go.
This.
Van, the glue in black.
Pickle Dome. Pickle Dome. Pickle Dome. Pickle Dome.
Sing along!
Pickle Dome. Pickle Dome.
The Pickle Dome!
To Pickle Dome, and thank you for playing along.
how you catch the pig is with the, you bury the truffles, and then you train it to catch them, and you trick it, and then you kill it.
You tricked the pig?
Yeah, and then you kill it because it's eating a lot of truffles. It's going to taste really good. Don't name it. If you name it, it's going to be hard to eat.
So he doesn't know that he's looking for something that...
Well, he loves truffles. They're bred to love truffles.
I've never seen a pig do that before. I think he's kind of getting off on it. Are you sure they're not like psilocybin?
Oh, no, that actually is possible. And that makes for some great eating.
Dad, I think he thinks he can fly.
Oh, I want to see a pig fly.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
Are you okay, Mr. Pig?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sister Francis.
Yes, Sister Margaret Penis.
Have you your rod and reel with you?
Ron. Sorry.
Father Abraham!
You nuns.
Yes, I do happen to have my rod and reel. I brought the collapsible one, so no one would know that he's sneaking up to me.
I brought some bait.
Abraham.
Stink bait, Father Abraham.
Do me.
You do you.
Yeah.
You do you.
He does do him.
He does do him.
He do him.
regularly.
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah, that's great. Do more of that. Oh yeah. Reel it in. Reel it in.
Father Abraham! Do you think you're getting into the habit?
I could only hope.
Wow.
Never. Never.
Father Abraham, don't you have a son to take care of?
You're talking about Jesus?
Father Abraham has many sons. You have many sons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Name them.
Bruce, Billy, John,
3.
my 3 sons.
Ah.
I have brought the holy fillet knife.
Amen.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
catching more than I am. What bait are you using?
Yeah, oh, do tell.
I'm fly fishing to begin with. I have a little fly.
Oh.
I bought on vacation. I tied it myself. I bought the material.
Well, look at that. He's got a tiny little zipper
Yes, he does. A tiny little zipper.
on that little fly.
Yeah, on that little fly.
Oh, are you going to unzip the fly?
The holy barber.
Oh, no.
Amen. The barber clipped that on here, even though fly fishing doesn't really require it.
No, it doesn't.
You just sit it on the top of the water.
Look out,
Wow.
Gregory. I don't want to impale you.
I believe you've got a bite, sister.
Oh, I certainly do. Look how bent my rod is.
Father Abraham,
I'll bend the rod.
you are wrinkling your wimple.
Calm down, Abraham.
I have brought the holy gin and tonic.
Now we're talking.
Amen.
So I got out a confession, and I told him everything that I did. I told him about the stealing. I told him about the lying. I told
lying again. We so love to hear about the lying.
I already told you. I don't want to have to say it again. And it's your turn.
But I'm writing my memoirs, and I would like to include everyone's confession in my book.
Really?
Especially yours, my dear. Your confessions are so entertaining.
Well, thank you. And did you write down about the time that I cut the trees down that they had just planted out at the cemetery?
I did. I showed it to my editor. He would like to hear more about your lies and mischief and sinning.
Well, yeah, there was that time that we had the gin and tonics out by the cemetery, by the...
Father, will she ever be finished? I really need to do confession.
Yeah, I'm done.
Fine. We could use some material from another person.
Thank you.
Please, confess.
Bless me, Father, I have sinned. It has been...
Yes, just get on with it. Yes, all
I 14 times.
14 times.
Yes.
What was the best time? Tell me about the best time.
Well, it was about a fish. I said I caught a fish. I did not.
That's the best one?
That's the best one.
Surely you have a juicier, more salacious confession you'd like to confess.
Oh, a more salacious. In the last 2 months.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, yes. About Father Abraham.
About Father Abraham.
Yeah.
We need more stories about pornography.
Is this just a ruse for your book?
No, I think I was quite upfront about the fact that I was using everyone's material for the book. There is no ruse. I would not prevaricate in that way. I'm collecting your confessions to use in my book. I've put it out there, just like that.
I don't think I believe you. I think you're going to identify me.
I can call you Madam X.
Can you call me Sister X?
I can call you Sister X, especially if it involves Father Abraham.
Then call him Father A.
Father A!
Father A!
Yeah, what?
I knew it. He listens to these, doesn't he?
Especially after I played the recordings for him. You'll have to excuse me. I hear Father A calling.
I'll just do 4 Hail Marys and let it go.
I got the tray. And there's that stuff on it that you asked me to bring. Where do you want me to set it down?
Yeah. I brought the other stuff you asked me to bring.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the tray.
Okay. On the tray.
You didn't ask me to bring any of that. I didn't, did I?
No. Yeah, the tray.
Yeah, it's the sacrament.
Wow! The senior center has never been so good.
Yeah.
I remember that smell.
It's a holy moment. Excuse me.
It is. It was Led Zeppelin.
Here.
House of the Holy. I think I can fly.
I have brought the holy roach. Ecclesiastes and Walt Whitman were walking down the road. They spied a holy hitman just singing a Chinese ode. Whitman asked the hitman, just what do you think you're doing? The hitman says, okay, I'm gonna do you. 'Cause folk songs don't have to rhyme.
A hell of a time.
Got straight hair on there, Bobby.
I know. That's from Suzette.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just trying to make a buck here. I got my guitar case out here. A couple people throw some change in.
I put my hat out. That's my contribution.
Yeah, well,
Hey, boys!
Hey.
Dinner's gonna be ready soon now. Buddies eat, you won't eat.
Oh, I got a hankering for some smoked salmon.
Oh,
Smoked salmon.
You know, some lox.
I'll check back.
how do they get the salmon to actually smoke?
Well, it requires an assistant, you see. Actually, two.
Right.
One to hold the salmon and one to hold the smoke.
Right.
And they just,
Let's see that right now.
Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, put it in. Put it yeah, right up her nose. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be great on a bagel.
Stone salmon.
Well,
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah, you know, I gave up that job smoking salmon up in the woods.
It's hard on your wrist.
It's really hard on my wrist.
Hey, boys, got smoked salmon going. What do you want with it?
Lox.
That's the same thing.
I know, but it sounds better.
Okay, some capers, red onion, fresh tomato.
Oh, you're doing the whole, I was gonna say hog, but probably not.
Well, the whole
Not
vanilla, I
Artful.
think is what you really meant.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah,
vanilla, yeah.
Hell's bells, boys. How am I supposed to make that?
With your hands.
Wish I knew how.
I know you can do it. I have faith.
I wish I could see somebody show me how.
Sing her a song about how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. First you slice the lox really, really thin. That's when the fun is sure to begin. You put some onion on it and maybe some cream cheese and put it on a bagel just as fast as you please.
Woohoo! That was a beautiful song.
I'll cost you $5.
$5? I don't have any money, baby. It's all about love.
Okay, I can take that.
You cannot use love to buy a lox and bagel, not in this economy.
No, but you can do an interpretive dance.
And once there were fishes, more fishes in the sea.
And one loaf, a single loaf to feed the multitude.
And then the fishes gave their lives. And we are grateful to the fishes.
They smoked. The fishes, they smoked.
And the fishes were grateful and happy, and they loved everyone.
We love everyone.
And then they gutted themselves.
Sister, we must have a conference.
Yes.
There have been some shenanigans in the kitchen.
No shenanigans, you don't say.
You know, someone has been fishing. Sorry about that, first row. Someone has been fishing and cleaned something in the kitchen and left a horrible mess of bodily things.
You know who I suspect.
I have no idea.
Father Abraham.
Who, me?
Oh, when you think of body fluids, you think of me. That's fair.
Father, we have to have a discussion with you about your son.
Oh, which one?
All of them.
Well, you know, they're all my sons in a metaphorical, religious sort of way.
In a way, perhaps, but they don't lift up the seat.
I do believe that up is what it was designed to be. God ordained it.
Well, some of us need it down. Can you work that
It is a seat.
out? It is a seat.
Here is a seat. Here is a seat. Where are they down?
It's still a seat when it's up.
No, it's a frame.
It's colder.
It is a frame.
Semantics.
I'm sorry.
Semantics. You're playing with words.
Oh, I thought you were accusing me of religious problems.
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
old joke. What kind of meat do priests eat on Friday?
I don't know what kind of meat do priests eat on Friday.
None.
That's the worst joke I've ever heard, Tommy.
Well, it's a bit dated because that's from when you could only eat fish on Friday. So it's a really old.
It's
Like Moses told
kind of
us.
stinky.
Moses killed with that joke.
I'm so surprised.
And that's the end of this episode of Ask Father Abraham. We'll be back next week when Father Abraham will say,
It's my fault.
"There come Father Abraham." Woo! So you're a smoked salmon? You a smoked salmon, or you?
Yeah, I'm a smoked salmon, but I'm trying to feed my family, so I got this job as a short order cook,
Ah,
which is, my fins are really getting a great workout here.
I bet they are. How'd you get here? What
Uh,
with not having a split there?
I swam upriver and then I looked at the newspaper for, want ads. It's a kind of an old way of finding work.
Pretty
'Cause,
cool.
yeah, I couldn't really do a profile on ZipRecruiter.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so, but I think this short order cook thing is really good, really good. I'm really good at fillets, you know what I mean?
I bet you are.
Okay, order 3 up.
Wanda!
Oh, okay, you can call me one if you want. No, me, the heroin herring.
Well, Wanda,
It's a job, that's all I can get.
I believe me, I feel it. I feel it. That's for table 3, Wanda.
Okay.
And, try not to drip your sour cream on this time, okay? That's not, I meant that literally, don't personal. Don't try to take that any other way, literally.
Uh-huh. I wasn't sure a fish restaurant actually meant fish worked here.
Well, I think it's important that work at a fish restaurant, we're after all the experts. I mean, you don't want some meat sack like a human trying to pretend they know anything about fish.
No kidding. They had no idea.
It's laughable.
So you got your friend?
You know, you gotta make choices in life.
Let's call him Mary.
Simon, we haven't seen you at home in months. All the caviar are crying for you.
See, this is what I have to put up with. That's why I got this job.
Uh-huh.
I know, it's like, she comes up with more caviar all the time. She swears it's mine. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of fish in the sea. It could be anybody.
Oh, come, children.
Bring them back in about 6 weeks. They're going to be next week's special.
Oh!
I
You
told-
wouldn't do that to your own children.
I didn't say they were mine now. Come on. You can't prove it. Nobody can prove it.
Suppose. Wow. DNA?
That's not on the menu tonight, no.
Huh. Oh,
But I got some. We got a rose special. Nice orange, fleshy, tasty. Good aroma of the sea, really good.
Ah.
We're gonna make sushi out of that.
nice. Well, I'll bring your next fish. I believe you know her.
Oh,
It's your mom.
wow.
I can't work with this. The customers won't eat old stuff. It's gotta be.
It's a
fresh.
special order.
Smack! Who are you calling old? Why, I swam up the stream and look what I did just to deliver you. This is the thanks I get. I'll just go out here on the patio and dry up and die.
Mom, don't dry up. I'm gonna put you in the tank. That way you stay nice and firm and fleshy for.
You. It's hard for a fish to stand up. You! How dare you! You're a bad son.
It's Dad's fault anyway.
Your father, he was around for 3.5 minutes and then he was gone. I never saw him again.
I know. I missed him. I just didn't have that father figure show me the right way. You know, how to treat a nice girl fish like you. I was hoping I'd meet a nice mate like you.
I forgive you, Simon. You are a good son, but I am concerned about this job you have.
Well,
You think you could give it up maybe and come back to the swamp and live with us and maybe find a nice girl?
okay. Let me finish this last order, okay?
All right, I'll take your kids home.
Okay.
Go on. I'm pretty sure that's your dad.
Thousands of them. I can't wait. I hate this job.
And that's what happened.
So, Dad was there for like 3.5 minutes. Gone.
Yep.
And
Sorry.
then he had no concept of like being a male fish,
He didn't
other
know.
than-
He didn't know.
sperm and go.
Sperm and go.
And so that's how he ended up killing so many of his friends and family.
We wiped out entire schools.
But he made money at it.
I know. He was a stud fish, your dad.
So, I mean, will I ever see him? I just, I've heard so many stories about all of the fish he killed, and I want to be like him. And
Ah, do ya?
I want to kill.
You want to kill?
You're good. No, you're good.
Oh,
But I want to be like Dad. And I have no other information other than he killed a lot. So,
I've got just the person you need to talk to.
Leroy, is that you?
who's that?
Don't. Is
Oh.
that him?
It's Mr.
That's
Three-
him.
It's Mr.
You
3.5 minutes.
That's him, that's Leroy.
Oh, you're just gonna say hi and leave? That's what you do.
I came back, Leroy. I came back. Your mom, she talked to me and she told me that I should come back and make amends.
Your dad never came back, too.
Well, no, I'm trying to break this cycle.
No, I get it.
It's hard. All that gene, it's all that instinct to swim upriver and then just leave. It's hard to go against your basic nature. That's why I went astray. But now,
You've come to kill me.
no, I want you to join me. I want you to join me because it's so much fun, and I want some help. I would like my own son to join me in this death spree.
I have my own fillet knife. Oh, hi.
I'm your fairy godfish. And
Oh.
if you wanted a special wish, I was hoping that I could help you with that.
Don't listen to her. She's gonna lead you astray.
And by astray, you mean like,
You won't come with me if you listen to her.
Yes.
so in your mind, astray is, oh, she'll teach me to be good.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I'm really
That was
surprised.
too easy. That was incredibly easy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other option was filleting her, so
Well,
probably.
tell you what. I know a lady.
Yes, God.
I think there was an earthquake. I think that's a sign. So we should leave immediately.
Was that all the fish in the sea screaming in fear of our reign of terror?
It will be, Leroy. Come with me.
Here, fishy, fishy.
Dear Father Abraham, please bring me a prince in shining armor. Mr. Clean, someone to rescue me from this horrible place.
Make up your mind.
All right then, if I get to choose, I suppose that I
Why
would
don't you confess what you're looking for?
Woo! All right, Father Abraham. All right then. I would like,
Spare no detail.
All righty. I want him
one that got away who was this big?
That's the one.
Ah,
I swear I tell the truth. Yeah, that big. Yeah, that big. No, that big. No, that big. No, it was that big.
How could you be alive?
Are we still having a great time tonight? What's that? Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're going to take a quick intermission, let you go refill some drinks, run to the bathroom, which is going to be right down there. But before we do that, for those that don't know, we offer classes here at OKC Improv. Yes, even you could take an OKC Improv